What's up, guys? Today we're taking a look at Shadowmancer Noob Saibot, and there is a lot to cover here, so let's get right into it. Shadowmancer Noob Saibot is peak god tier. As a standalone character, he's the #1 defensive support in the game. Full stop. However, what really elevates this character to absurd levels of power are his synergies, which we'll talk about a bit later in the video. But yeah, I love everything about Shadowmancer Noob, and I can't recommend him enough. You'll see some gameplay footage of him in the background, and you'll see him do well, but you should know ahead of time that what you're seeing is only a small taste of what he can do. I simply don't have the resources to max out the 4 characters and 4 epic relics it would require to elevate him to complete insanity. I'd love to show that to you, but there is no content creator test server or anything yet, so you'll have to settle for hearing about it for now. If you'd like to donate the roughly $2,000 USD that it would take for me to showcase this team's true power, I'll put my PayPal link down below. Surely that'll work, right? Anywho, let's start by breaking down his kit. His passive literally just makes his entire team take less damage from enemy specials, 30% less at level 5, which is already very significant. Oh, and if any teammates are Brotherhood of Shadow, they also receive plus 300 block, making them considerably tankier against melee opponents. His first auto is literally just a ranged attack on a fairly low cooldown that does low to mid damage. However, if you have his first combo, he can also apply an accuracy debuff for 6 seconds, and he'll deal additional damage, plus 50% at combo 1, but it gains another plus 10% damage per combo level up to 100% at combo 6. His second auto, however, is where things start to get wild. He throws his Shadow Clone at an enemy for some damage, and he also drains enemy special meter by 10%. And this auto only has a 10-second cooldown. But wait, because it gets even better. If you get this guy to combo 3, he will drain 20% special meter instead and transfer it to himself. This only applies to every other auto, but it still means that he can use his special ability deceptively early. And his special is easily my favorite part of his kit. He throws his Shadow Clone at a teammate to protect them, at ability level 7, healing them for 34% of his maximum health. Now, this guy not only has a tremendous amount of health, but can also gain an absurd amount via synergies. Seeing Shadowmancer Noob Saibot sitting at over 400,000 health is perfectly achievable, and I might even be lowballing him, but this just means he can heal for over 130,000 health in one big chunk. But it gets better, since he also provides an attack buff to that ally for 15 seconds. While you don't have the exact numbers on attack buff, from our testing it seems to boost attack by around 30%. So that's a massive boost, and it lasts for a very long time. His special is only a 23.1 second cooldown as it is, and that's not including any special meter he steals with his second auto. But wait, because it gets better still. If the target ally has the Brotherhood of Shadow tag, they also get a 15-second critical chance boost, which is incredible on its own, but unspeakably horrifyingly powerful when you factor in synergy. So to recap, he provides special damage reduction to everyone, steals special meter from an enemy and provides a massive heal and attack boost to an ally, and he also gives a tremendous amount of block to Brotherhood of Shadow allies, as well as a huge crit boost if he uses his special on them. But now we have to talk about this guy's synergies, because this is where the character just becomes unhinged. Of all the characters in this game right now, Shadowmancer not only has easy access to the most synergy, but also the best synergy. He has not 1 but 2 tags that really benefit him. In fact, most of this video is just me talking about what he can do as part of an unbelievably powerful team. The first tag we'll take a look at is Brotherhood of Shadow. As of the recording of this video, he shares that tag with 3 other characters: Tanya, Base Noob Saibot, and Quan Chi. Tanya is the easiest to explain because, well, she simply benefits from being a member of their club. Shadowmancer grants her the block boost and the crit chance on his special, and she gives him nothing in return. What a skank. Next up is Base Noob Saibot. Now, he actually synergizes really well with Shadowmancer, although like Tanya, it's a one-sided exchange. At passive level 5, Base Noob Saibot gains plus 11% max health for each magic damage ally, and Shadowmancer Noob Saibot is magic damage. So in addition to the block boost and the crit chance, Noob also gains a nice bit of extra padding. Extra block and extra health are nice things to gain as a tank, and believe it or not, so is the crit chance. See, normally, crit chance is not a particularly important stat to build on a tank. Even if they land a crit, they're typically geared for health, defense, and tenacity, so that critical hit means their wet noodle attacks will instead hit with the force of a dry noodle. Big whoop. However, Everyone with the Brotherhood of Shadow tag really benefits from critical chance, and this is all thanks to the final Brotherhood of Shadow member, Quan Chi. I'd like to take a second to officially declare the return of the Quan Chi's meta. Long may they reign. So Quan Chi brings a lot to the table. Firstly, he's magic damage, meaning he's giving base Noob Saibot even more max health. He's also sharing healing duty with Shadowmancer in more ways than one. His second auto deals vampirism damage, meaning it heals for the amount of damage that it deals, and that healing gets automatically routed to the team member with the lowest percent HP. Very considerate of him. But his passive is where things start to go from, wow, that sounds strong, to what kind of unholy monstrosity is this team? See, the first thing his passive provides is vampirism on every Netherrealm ally's basic attack that lands as a critical hit. Now, Tanya actually has the Outworld tag, so sucks to be her. But both Shadowmancer and base Noob Saibot are Netherrealm, meaning they will heal themselves on the spot with every basic attack critical hit. Nice. Oh, and it does one other thing. Plus 25% attack and max health for all Netherrealm allies. All of a sudden, even the tank and the support on this team are starting to hit for some real damage, since they're getting huge attack boosts and they're strongly incentivized to build crit chance. But it doesn't stop here. At level 6 and above, Quan Chi's special is a massive area of effect that provides full vampirism and a crit chance buff to all Netherrealm allies for 10 seconds. Literally 10 straight seconds of healing for any damage they deal, all while landing considerably more critical hits. In addition to the vampirism sustained from his passive, the spot healing from his auto, and the large heal from Shadowmancer's special, which, don't forget, gives a massive crit boost to any Brotherhood of Shadow allies, allowing them to heal even more from Quan Chi's special. This team has sustain for days. The more damage they deal, the more they heal. And they're all naturally high health and gaining boosts to their attack, their health, and their crit chance. But of course, it doesn't stop here, because we haven't reached pants on head retarded levels of synergy yet, so buckle up because we're about to go there. I mentioned that Shadowmancer benefits from two tags, Brotherhood of Shadow and also Netherrealm, thanks largely to Quan Chi. But that's not the only reason it pays to have a Netherrealm tag. There's also the insanely overpowered relic, Drahmin's Mask. Drahmin's Mask by itself is one of the best relics in the game because it provides attack and accuracy from its primary and secondary stats, and then percent health as well as tenacity from its effect. But it also has an additional perk. The wearer gains plus 10% attack and plus 10% max health for each active Netherrealm ally. This means a maxed out Drahmin's Mask on a full Netherrealm team will grant plus 1,250 attack, plus 20% max health, and then another plus 30% max health and plus 30% attack from the effect. So who can actually equip this relic? Well, that's simple. Everyone. Drahmin's Mask is one of only 2 epic relics with no class restrictions, meaning you can put one of these on every single member of the team, if you have enough of them. So now the whole Netherrealm team is potentially getting 30% special damage decrease and 300 block from Shadowmancer, along with a huge spot heal and crit chance boost for Brotherhood of Shadow, vampirism on crits from Quan Chi, along with a 10-second window to heal off anything that crits, not to mention plus 25% max health and plus 25% attack from his passive, stacking with plus 1,250 attack and another plus 30% attack, and another plus 50% max health for each of them from the Drahmin's Mask. And Noob Saibot is giving himself another plus 22% max health to salute his magic damage teammates for good measure. This team can transform into a stat tsunami, all while healing the ever-loving crap out of themselves just by dealing damage. They have a remarkable amount of sustain. Their only minor drawback is their damage. Shadowmancer and Quan Chi are supports and base Noob is a tank. Now, the fact that they gain such absurd amounts of attack means their damage is just fine, but the final piece of the puzzle that would allow them to just completely steamroll any opposition would be even just one dedicated damage dealer. Enter Scorpion. Now, the reason you don't see any Scorpions in high-level arena right now is because he's a lowly 3-star. His damage is actually just fine, it's his survivability that's lacking. But if you double his health bar and super juice his attack and crit chance, along with letting him heal from crits, suddenly Scorpion is not only an incredibly formidable warrior, he'll actually overpower enemy 5-stars even if they have affinity advantage. Plus, you can use Quan Chi's special to basically guarantee landing a critical hit with his spear. So in other words, someone's gonna die. This is now, hands down, the most terrifying team in the entire game. Now imagine if one day they add a 5-star assassin character with the Netherrealm tag. That would just be broken beyond belief.